Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to our exciting second session of the day. I know you are super excited as pre-entrepreneurs, right? As we start to get ready and prepare for our yummy pizza restaurant that has innovative pizza, maybe even cones, as we mentioned, like the ones in the Bahrain meter, for Hassan, who just joined us. And so what we want to discuss now are the benefits of effective stock control. So when you're looking at a business, tell me, what is stock? What is stock? What does that mean? Not the stuff that you put in the soup. What is stock?
So it's storage items, inventory, KP.
Yes, it's your stuff.
Supply, what you buy, what you get.
Yeah, it's your stuff. Actually, look, you're sitting on it right now. It's right there in front of you. This is office furniture. Is it not stock, right?
Yeah.
It's all of the things that you need to have in order to run your business, right? So when you're looking at stock, it's important to have stock control. Why do you need to have control of it?
To monitor.
To monitor. But why do you need to monitor? You know it's there. You ordered it.
I mean, it costs,
You don't lose it, okay?
and it costs money. It's a part of the investment.
Yes.
What you buy, where it goes, and
Yeah, exactly. It costs you money, right? And you're out to make a profit, not just throw everything here, right?
Yeah.
Make it rain, okay? So effective stock control is critical so that you can monitor and track and make sure that everything you have is serving a purpose, it has a value, but most importantly, it can help you to run your business most efficiently, right? So the first thing, there's a couple different categories for stock. So the first thing is equipment. Now we're looking at our restaurant. So tell me, what type of equipment would we need in a restaurant, pizza restaurant?
fridge,
Stove.
I mean, if you have seating, tables, chairs,
Yeah.
cash register.
Okay. Anyone else? You gotta bake the stuff, right?
Food.
You gotta bake the food. Absolutely, you need to have food, right? You can't have people with empty plates. You won't get very far. Okay. The ovens, right? The ovens, but kind of ovens, and they should be pizza ovens, not like the regular ones you have at home.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
And maybe there's specific brands, right, that you would choose over others, you know. Maybe some have better quality than others, right? Okay, and that's all part of the equipment. Okay, so the next one that we have is the raw materials. You mentioned it.
Food, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So when you're looking at the raw materials, are you just gonna go to the grocery store?
No, of course.
Supplier.
Yeah. There's
Suppliers. Okay, suppliers, absolutely. And how do you find them? How would you find your suppliers?
I mean, you can benchmark with other restaurants, see where other people buy their ingredients from.
Yeah, yeah, that's an option.
online.
Online, you can Google search it, right?
Or recommendations.
Recommendations to other people, exactly that. Yeah,
Or when you go to the supermarket, the brand itself, just reach out to the brand itself.
that's a good idea as well, right? Brands that you're already familiar with to see who's selling it in bulk, right? So those are great examples of the raw materials. Those are the things that you're actually going to be using in order to create your product. It's your pepperoni, your flour, and so on. So finished goods. Anyone know what finished goods are?
The last one.
The pizza, okay. The pizza is our product,
Pizza
right?
box.
What would be finished goods? The pizza
Pizza
box,
Yeah.
right? Yes, it's the things that you purchase that are already done and that you just want to be able to use them as part of your operation. Some people do, like, I don't know if you've heard, tissues, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and even some people make companies out of it. I'm sure you've heard of drop shipping, right? And Instagram, a lot of accounts, they don't even see the product. They just know, oh, they take the finished good, put a price on it. Alibaba or Amazon, they have the, and then khalas, yani it takes care of itself. So finished goods are important, and then with finished goods though, there are a couple things that come to mind though when you're out there looking for suppliers and you're looking for vendors. You want to make sure that you're getting the best quality, right?
Yeah.
So how would you know how you're getting the best quality when you're looking at those finished goods? Let's say those pizza boxes, for example.
You will have samples, maybe that you will request for.
Request
sample
samples, okay, yeah.
Evaluate the service from the customers.
The service from the customers, maybe, getting reviews, maybe looking and doing some research online, looking for different reviews from customers. Can you think of anything else? When you're looking at finished goods, you want to be able to know that you have the best quality out there in front of your customers. You want to make sure that you've done your research and you've looked at different vendors and different suppliers. And one of the things is also reputation, right? Asking around in the market, because there's a lot of different suppliers that are out there, and a lot of them claim a lot of different things, but sometimes you're going to be put in a position where you're going to be ordering things that you haven't seen. And in bulk supply, a lot of them have minimum orders, and samples are ideal. Some people don't offer samples, so it's better to really do your homework initially and to get that review. Excellent. So the services and outsourcing. So one of the things I want to point out here, since we just were talking about it, is that there's 3 areas that we're looking at for outsourcing, because you want to be able to have services because we talked about earlier in our SWOT that we probably won't have enough manpower, right? We're just starting out, as Trey mentioned. You know, we're bootstrapping and we're trying to, cut corners here and there. So maybe you don't have an accountant, right? So you need to make sure that you have them as part of your services. You have an extension, literally, of your team. You need a photographer. You have an extension of your team. I actually have a photo shoot later on this evening, and for the launch of our product. You need to make sure that you have the right people in your arsenal, and they don't have to be immediate part of your staff that are getting salary. You just need to make sure that you've identified what's missing, and you're able to fill those gaps. So there's 3 things that you're looking for when you're looking at outsourcing. You're looking for the reliability, you're looking for the reputation, but most importantly, the skill. So making sure you get samples, and especially when you're looking at like manpower, right? So if they are an ad company, you want to see what they do. You want to see samples of their work. You want to make sure that the quality and the skill level that they have is something that really you're looking for. So there is actually a step-by-step process that you can take to share this with you. So the first step, Mira,
Find out what business needs.
find out what your business needs. How would you do that? Looking at stock and everything, how do you find out what does your business need? It's overwhelming.
Well, you go through the business,
Go through the business plan, exactly.
your operation.
You go through your operations, yes. What you do is you do an audit of all of the different areas that you have and all of the different areas that you need, and then you just make sure that, and there's actually a great form that I can share with you that will help you to outline all of the equipment and all of the other areas of your stock. So the second one, Ella.
Get information from different suppliers.
Absolutely. So when you're looking at different information from the different suppliers, it's great that you mentioned the samples, but it's also a little bit more than that. What you want to do is, what does their delivery look like? What is the quality of their delivered product? Are there any extra costs? Are there customs that you have to deal with? Are there any other taxes that you have to deal with? So a lot goes into your different suppliers, because if you can have something locally instead of that has the same quality as something in China, for example, what would you go with? All of that extra cost and time to deliver and so on. All of those things need to be taken into consideration when you're looking at your suppliers, okay? Sarah, the third one?
Conduct background check on suppliers.
How do you do that? Conduct a background check on the suppliers.
You need to know the credibility of the supplier.
Yeah, you need to know their credibility.
The history, legal history.
And there's websites that you can look for, right? You can actually see there's the Better Business Bureau. A lot of them offer, and it's public information. And I can share some of those links with you where you can take a look and see, okay, well, what are other people saying? And, you know, also, do they have any legal things against them?
Yeah.
You see them a lot.
You can just ask for their financial, they can provide you with their financial, and also, yeah, you can check if they are official suppliers or not.
Yeah. You know, it was interesting because the other night, I decided to, there was a really cute outfit that I was going to order for Zainab. It's very trendy now with everything tie-dye, right? So I was looking with my daughter and we found a store on Instagram, and that was it. I even went to the point where I got on the website and I went and I took a look and I already put everything in the cart. And then all I did was I took the name of the company and Googled it and said review. And there was a list of ongoing complaints that the company doesn't exist, that they take people's money. Oh yeah, and it was interesting because I did a reverse image search on Google, and I found out that the pictures that they used and to depict the clothing that was for sale was actually being used on so many other different websites and under different names. So there's a lot of fraud out there, unfortunately, that you need to be aware of. And by going through these steps, it will help you by doing a background check to give you that confidence that you need before you make a purchase. Okay? Munira, next.
Contact suppliers for quotations.
Mm-hmm. Contact suppliers
So
for...
you ask for the prices, what time we can give you.
Yeah, and that also is the delivery, the expected time of arrival, and all of those other things. And actually, you know very well about that with contracts. Absolutely. Hassan, next.
Negotiate terms and choose best suppliers.
Mm-hmm. Negotiate. We're Saudi, right? It's in our
Yeah,
blood. We can negotiate, we can haggle, we can bargain. And that is not any different when you're, getting your startup going, and, because you believe it or not, businesses are out there to make money. They want your business. And if they give you an initial quotation, and you've done some shopping around, I think actually in our company, we have a minimum of 3, right? In procurement, you have to have 3 different quotations. And the reason why is because it also gives you a little bit of leverage.
Yeah.
So you can negotiate that extra, pounds of flour and what have you. And it's interesting because when you're looking at suppliers and you're dealing with vendors, what they also like to do is give you some freebies because they want your business. When they see you negotiate, they want to land that contract just as much as you need the items as well. And Howda, do you want to, our camera person over there?
Yeah,
Do you
sure.
want to read this is the easiest end, this one.
Sign contract and make order.
Sign contract, and I put a smiley face after that because at the end of it, that's what you need. You're in business. So does anyone have any questions? And this is a very brief overview. We're going to go into a little bit more detail later on, but a very brief overview of the importance of stock and the importance of being able to effectively monitor, track, and make sure that you're looking at where you're
And
spending.
make sure that you read contracts very well.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
This is the most important.
Absolutely.
Have a good lawyer for it.
Yeah.
And have a good lawyer, and if anybody needs any legal expertise,
Yeah.
Munira is right there, absolutely. Okay, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.